Weather portion of Ag Week now, starting out with a different sort of a map tonight. We all know March was fairly cold across the northern United States and the eastern United States in particular. This particular image, which was posted onto Twitter by the University of Alabama at Huntsville a couple of days ago, shows the satellite infrared estimate of lower atmosphere temperature. And yes, it does show where the blue is where it was colder than average. Across much of northern, north central, much of eastern United States was quite cold. There were other pockets that were very cold. Most of Europe was extremely cold. England, UK was very cold. Many of these areas quite snowy as well. But what's interesting about the month of March is while we do have these cold areas, which includes a lot of where we hear the news from, there also were many areas that were quite warm. And in fact, the month of March worldwide was warmer than average. Not quite as warm as March a year ago, but still it has been warm. So why so cold locally? Well, it's the old Hudson Bay low, which built down into the Hudson Bay region about Christmas time, gave us 2 weeks of really cold weather, and it's been kind of in this general area since. Was really invigorated last week, and it sent another shot of Arctic air down into the northern plains. That's why we've got the cold weather pattern for the time being. And yes, it is unseasonably cold, although there is precedent, certainly, for this kind of weather in the past. The cold will relax a little bit over the next few days. By the middle part of the week, we'll be down to still below average, but probably days above freezing anyway. But that cold weather is going to lurk around, and it's never really going to go away. And we will remain below average with the jet stream south of us throughout this entire week. Precipitation, we're starting off the weekend with some snow in the northern plains and upper Midwest. That moves to the east. Another wet system there. Looks like around midweek a possibility of rain and snow. Could turn into a storm. It's hard to tell at this point, but there will be that. And before the week is over, by the weekend, probably one more round somewhere in the northern plains of either rain and or snow. Again, we can't predict these exact tracks, but it will be remaining fairly wet. Through the middle part of April, same deal. Probably a better chance of getting rain than snow, but still some snow will be possible. Some parts of the northern plains because the weather will continue to be very much on the cool side, probably at least through the latter part of April, and the way things are looking, maybe even all the way to the end of April. Unseasonably cold weather. It has been unusually snowy of late. That does mean that we're going to continue to look at an idea of being very likely late into the fields this year. Don't get the idea it's going to stay like this forever. There are indications central and southern plains may start turning hot and dry sometime in May.